Khubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Watla ka Ïohsngew Manipur kalaya la lai Bnai tam. Hendai hidup mentah kampat idon kanu ka dak jong ka jai. Haba pai ni ka jing kan ad jat ben rio ha kete jela. Kuman syukudo hang ni bun ngot ki brio kila du no ela ka jing bat bun tli ki ying kisam na lor ki jaka mani kila julor lot namar kete ka jingja. Hidup mentah kumba sanpro hajar ngot ki brio kila kelalong ki petwer ha kete ka jela. Habai de bakani ke jingja la sakhi bajan baro ki nong snong na ki we ki jela ki la yang bat dia teli lang ka wei ban kentu ki bor bahlor baki de ban le ek badon kam kata ban wan rat no mardor e ka suk ka san hapo Manipur manta ka santarek u nailar arajar arpulai dagi hajar ngot kilawan ban poi shi ka jingyat pat ba kabla khot da ka Catholic Association of Shillong kabla sedang na du ka por shipho baji man step namadan yoring hap bat penkot hadon Bosco Mini Stadium. Hagate ke jing lang unong san Hima la yo banya kran biki kaptu kat ningot ki samla ki bana Manipur. Ha ka baki la pensngau ba menta kim dan jaka bakin net bat ki akan du jing shikat dai ha ka liang ka yo ka kon bat wat ki bahi ngasem jong kiru ki la phet no shi ki weipat ki jela tang ban lat na ka jing sha thombor bat jing sha penyam bat hadu menta kim pat yo lat bat kan du ki. Ha ka ju ka por kini ki samla ki la pan pau ka jing bitare ka Sorkar Pdeng ba kam shim la le Eiei halor ka ni ka liang handai kla shu shong klikti. Datang hadian baki la UI jing sapriang ki dorki akhiran san lat pathai bakin sa sedang madkan Eiei halwar kani to mentangin ya ngap ya ka ei baki ni ki samla ki dan ban ong.
Right now in Manipur, it is like state-sponsored ethnic cleansing and genocide against the tribals, and so many churches, hundreds of churches and tribal homes were vandalized, and like so many tribals, all the tribals were chased out from Imphal, and then they were beaten up or killed. Some were beheaded, as you have seen in the news, and then some were shot dead. Like yesterday, I saw a video of one tribal woman that was shot in the face so many times that her face was disfigured. So it's very unfortunate that this is happening to us. By this is like organized by the state, as the chief minister in Bnai, he has like given his sort of permission to the Arambai Tangos and the Meitei Lipuns, so to attack the tribals. So we have no place to go, but we have ran and fled to so many other states without any sort of livelihood or income. So we are at a very distraught time right now. No, my relatives are not in Imphal right now. We have all fled to we are all in different states, so we can't even meet each other right now. Yes, I finished my master's, and I was planning to go home actually, but then I couldn't go home because of the riots and the violence. So I'm here in Shillong with my family who have fled from home. I asked for the government to hear our voice properly and not to take sides, because some have made it out to be a communal fight, but it is not, because there is clearly, even if like both sides have suffered, there is clearly an aggressor who is taking the hand down here. So I request to take this not in a light matter, but in a proper manner, that everyone gets justice they deserve, and that we can all go back to our homes, or we can all get the peace that we deserve.
As we all know, it started on the 3rd of May, and it has been more than 90 days. We're pushing on 100 now. But what is the government doing? It took them a viral video to respond. And that too, they're sitting on the neutral phase. They're not looking at us. They only talked about the viral video, and now they're calling us what? Illegal immigrants. What else have they called us? Outsiders, narco-terrorists. They're labeling us in all such ways. But we all know we are Indians. Why? Because we have Aadhaar card. Because if they are questioning our nationality, they are also questioning the home ministry. And now, this peace rally, it's organized to stop the ethnic violence. And while we are here protesting to end the ethnic violence, back at home, back at Churchanpur, they're attacking our villages. People are still being killed. And on what? The Mera Paibis, the so-called, what are they called now? Torchbearers of women. If they are the torchbearers of women, why are they not defending? Why are they justifying the video? They're saying it is justified because it's times of war. No. Nothing justifies rape. Nothing justifies sexual assault. So tell us, if you are going to listen to us, shouldn't you hear our story? Shouldn't you stand with us? Isn't it time? It's been 3 months. Isn't this time? My relatives are at home. My uncle is placed at the village borders at Kampopi. My other family members had to travel 3 hours to reach us from Imphal. My uncle himself is a pastor. His vehicles were robbed from Langol, and he is forced to take shelter at our homes. And if that doesn't give you a clear-cut picture of who is being oppressed and who is the oppressor, then I don't know what will. My families are stuck at Imphal. My families were stuck for 3 days. They had to spend their nights at camps, and then they were transported to Kampopi in vehicles while they were being shot at by the militants, by the Rambai Tengol from the valley, and they are finally safe now. But we don't know what will happen. They are still being attacked at Kampopi, at Churchanpur, at Lanka. They are every minute, every second we hear news from back home. We are labeled with such horrifying names, and we are also at the same time being questioned. What is this? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I will never grasp this. If the government wants to hear us now, why? If the government could hear us after a viral video, then why couldn't they hear us 3 months before? When we were screaming and shouting that our churches are being burned, that our homes are being attacked, that our women are being paraded naked. Even if that is not stance enough for them to give us separation from people who are willingly and utterly consumed and hell-bent on our death, then I don't know what will. If this is not evidence enough for us to be separated from people like this, I don't know what will bring more. The geographical separation is done. If we step into the Imphal Valley, we will be killed. And as responsible citizens, we have the right, as Indian citizens, we have the right to demand a separate administration under the Indian Constitution to grant us protection. That is the baseline. That is the least they can do. If they cannot protect us, what is the Indian Constitution for?
Right now, the situation in Manipur is very grim, and we are gathered here today with the help of Megalayan people. We're very thankful that you have come here together for us, because we really need your help right now. We really need humanity to act together and help us, because we're really helpless, because government is not acting. There's lawlessness, law and order have completely failed. CM Biren has done nothing to protect us. Every day there's attacks and people are dying every day, and although news are not reporting, but then our families, they keep on calling us, and then they keep on telling us the ground reality, what is actually happening. It's really saddening, and it really breaks our heart. It really breaks our heart that such thing can happen in today's generation. We never expected that such will happen in India, in the state of Manipur. We have been living together for centuries together, and we've been in peace. Friends and neighbors who were are staying together, and we were eating together, walking together just one day ago. So they attacked us the next day. We were completely shocked. We don't understand what happened. Like, how can hate consume people so fast? Everything was so fine just a week before. We were fighting for our rights, but we were demanding against the inclusion of Meitei ST status, but then that is completely public matter, and it's about the government and the people. It's not against the ethnic Meitei community now, but then what happened after May 3rd? Everybody became blind with hate. Humanity was lost in Manipur. Manipur seemed to have forgotten what humanity is. Even the Mother Association, the Mera Paibis, we expected them. They have always been the harbinger of peace in Manipur. And what happened in Manipur a few years ago, they have always spoken for peace. But what happened now is that they have been attacking us. They have been parading women naked. They have killed our brothers, fathers, sisters, and it's so gruesome. Our people, we turn to the government of India, but then the government of India is not doing what it has to do. It has to impose president rule by now. More than 180 people have died, more than 300 churches, more than how many villages, more than 80,000 people displaced. This is not how a government, democratic nation should be. What happened to democracy? What happened to humanity? I want to call out for peace to everyone, that please speak up for Manipur, because we really need you. Because if we don't stand together, tomorrow it might be anyone. And if we stand together now, the governments, they will know that we as Indians, as humans, are standing together for peace and justice. If we keep on being silent, then it gives consent to the government to act in their own whims and fancies, and they will be
more killings, there will be more breaking of law and order. The police will not be held accountable. When my own family members in Imphal, they had to escape on May 4th. They had to escape for their life at 5 a.m. in the morning. The mob came and pulled them out. They molested the girls, and when they said that they were Mizo, they said let them go, but don't come back refugees. But that my own family members, they have been serving in government of Manipur for more than 30 years. They just retired 2 years ago. But now they are calling all of us refugees, immigrants. We've been in India, we've been staying in India, we have always been Indians. But now what is happening is that suddenly we became illegal immigrants, suddenly we became refugees, to that level that they call us cannibals and even antichrist. That is not acceptable at all in democracy. How can this be tolerated? How is this still going on? And how is Narendra Modi government still silent on it? My main question is to the government. My main suggestion would be first acknowledge what is happening. This is to the government. The government must first acknowledge what is actually happening in Manipur. They must accept that yes, law and order have failed. Yes, they have made a mistake. Yes, they have acted incompetently. And yes, that they have to take action against both the sides of the community, whoever have done wrong. There are footages, there are recordings, everything is available. But the government is not willing to accept what is actually happening. They're still denying and they're calling us illegal immigrants, refugees, and what not degrading names. This is purely a genocidal move for Zo Kuki people, and it's really painful to witness this in this democratic country. My main suggestion would be that the government of India must act. They must accept what is happening, must speak up on this issue, because see, even European Union is speaking on it, but Indian government is still silent. We have to come together and even put pressure on the government of India to see that there's a special investigation team for every type of crime that is happening in Manipur, and that they have to punish those people as soon as possible. Because see, after the video got leaked and the chief minister said that some people have been arrested. If that can be done, and for more than 2 months they were silent, suddenly if that can be done when government it came to limelight, then why can't this be stopped now? Why can't the government act now? The main thing is that there should be a healing touch in Manipur right now. A healing touch can only come by a neutral party, that is government of India. If government of India keep on deploying only army people and then they don't act anything to actually stop the violence, then it's not going to work out. Because see, day before yesterday also, many women, Meitei women, they were trying to storm into Chorchanpur area, and then they were beaten, and then army had to resort to smoke bombs. Then they got injured. So if the government don't put a barrier and say that stop, this must stop from both sides and both sides will be punished, if you keep on doing this, if that is not there, then obviously the perpetrators will keep on attacking. So the main thing is that the government must tell those who are attacking to stop attacking, because I can give with guarantee that most of the attacks are coming from the valley. We don't go from the hill to the valley. Imphal is in peace. People are living in peace. But in the valley, in the foothills of the valley, all the things are happening. All the attacks are happening. Why are they coming and attacking continuously? What is their agenda? Because see, it's not possible to end this violence by just coming and attacking us and killing us. It's not possible. So even the army people, they have been injured. They are having a lot of hardship. Because see, day before yesterday, people in Kangpokpi heard that the Assam Rifles were leaving. Then they begged the Assam Rifles at 2 a.m. at night, please don't go, please don't leave, because we know that as soon as the army leaves, it's done for us. Because they are working with their commando, with their police officers. They are coming, they have guns. They have looted more than 2,800 weapons from various military outputs. And then, yes, the Kuki people, some of the weapons have also been looted. We have heard about that. But then most of the weapons have been looted by people from the valley, from the Meitei people. So it's very painful that the government is just letting it be. They're not taking enough measures because Manipur have always been in turmoil for one or the other reason. But this time it's very different. This time it's a premeditated ethnic cleansing on all of the Kuki-Zo population. And
if this is not stopped now, then this will continue, and it might even mushroom out. What happened in Haryana, the same way people were chased out, Muslims' houses were burned and temples were burned and all those things. The same thing have happened in Manipur. How can we live with them again? Separation is the answer if they keep on attacking us. There is no other option available. How can we keep on staying with people who hate us so much, and the moment we say that we are Kukizo, or the moment they look at us and recognize us as Kukizo, they try to kill us. How can we live with them? Why not separate administration? India have always, if there's always issues, India have always looked to reorganization of states, and it's our right also. Under Article 1, 2 and 3 of the Indian Constitution, we can get separate administration. So I feel like, how can we stay with people who hate us? So separation is the only solution.
Going back day by day, as we know yesterday also about the incident yesterday, arms has been looted from battalion headquarters and all. We don't know how long will it last, the situation. As we see now, it's been going bad day by day. As one of the survivor, basically I'm from the capital state of Manipur. Many of us has been displaced, and like me, many of us are raised in Imphal itself, born, raised up. We consider ourselves, we consider Imphal as our hometown. But since this situation, it's impossible to return back to our own homes. And many of us also own lands, homes, private homes within the city also. It's sad, we are dissatisfied, and the way the government is also handling the situation, we are not satisfied with it. They should work towards peace instead of blaming each other. The government should look for a solution instead of just keeping numb, keeping quiet, or just attacking those who question them. Instead of attacking those who question them, they should work for peace, so that both the communities can resume their lives, their business. And as a student of Manipur University also, right now our education is, we can't continue our education anymore. Some of us were in our final semester, just 2 months left. We can't continue our education anymore. There's no option. There's no option right now to continue our education also. Likewise, even employees, government employees, universities employees, they can't continue their work. We're just staying like this, hoping for justice to be given to us, hoping for a solution, hoping that we will continue our livelihood again. Right now in Imphal, all of us have moved out. Before we stayed together in one locality. Right now we are spread across the country now. Before we met every day, we met every evening with our families, with our relatives. Right now the only way to communicate with them is through phone calls, messages and video calls. Yeah, we're staying here right now. One of my parents was working in central government. Through that we're staying in Qatar.
My name is Dr. Ïohsngew Hang Singh. I'm the president of Kuki Student Organization Shillong. Today, I would like to talk about something what happened in Manipur. As we are all aware, it's been more than 3 months now, and the violence continues to escalate every moment as I speak here. Because, as we all know, what happened in Manipur is something beyond imagination, and the worst part is central government is still silent on this, and the people are suffering every day, every moment, and the suffering continues in all areas of Manipur now. It already even escalate not only to Manipur, but the suffering of the people, especially the Kuki people, had reached other states also. As I'm speaking from Shillong, I want to talk about what happened with the people displaced in Shillong and other parts of the state in Northeast India. We face such a traumatic situation. We are, traumatized emotionally, physically, mentally, and we don't know where to look now, because our homes are burned, our belongings are looted, and we cannot go back to the place once we call home. This is the situation we face, and we don't know what sort of future holds for us now. Today, what I want to highlight here is, unless there is intervention from the central government, it is fact that the Manipur government is not able to control the state atmosphere, and they are incompetent, as we all know, because the mobs are in a position, they are in a position to loot arms. This never happened in any other parts of the world. They are looting arms from the military academy, from the police station. Just 2 days back, more than 40 arms were looted again. If this thing continue, where is hope? How can we expect peace to prevail? Normalcy is a far cry now in Manipur. So today I want to make a big statement that state affair is not in a position to solve this now. So we want immediate intervention from the central government. And on behalf of all the Kuki community, we demand president rule. And after all, we demand separate administration. We are put in a position to demand separate administration because once we call home, once we call our place, we have been chased out from where we belong. We have been pushed out. We have been forcefully chased away from the hill valley, from the Imphal valley. And this directly means the plain people do not want us to live together with them. So this is the point that compels us to demand separate administration. Unless we are given this demand, we will not keep silent. We will fight and we will stand for our rights. The allegations that we are of illegal immigrants, the allegation that we are of refugee, the allegation that we are of narco-terrorists, all these are something we call it blasphemy. And this has nothing to do with the current situation, the current violence in Manipur. Current violence in Manipur erupted not because of narco-terrorists, not because of illegal immigrants, and not because of refugees. This is purely greed for land. Why I'm saying this? Because now what happened is the Meitei people in the valley, they loot arms and they attack the hill people. So what is their intention here? Why didn't they stop chasing us away from Imphal? Why are they still attacking us in the village, in the periphery, in the foothills? Isn't this a sign of greed? This is something I want to bring out today. I want the whole world to know what is the intention of the Meitei people in the valley. We are tribals. We are governed by the Constitution of India. We have the rights to fight for our land. We have the rights to protect. This has been our ancestral land. We have been living for more than 2,000 years. This is our forefathers' land. It is not something that we get from the plain people or from the mainland people. This is the land we inherited. And if some people are attacking us in our land, it is our birthright to fight against what belongs to us. And one thing I want to point out is one fact. The state machinery, the state forces, and all the mobs, all the people, the plain people, they are attacking us. It's been more than 3 months this happened. And no media has mentioned about this. People are trying to talk about why illegal immigrants, why refugees. Why don't we today talk about why have we been attacked? Why the tribals are attacked? Why the villages are burned? Why more than 250 churches are burned down? Why there is like more than 50,000 people displaced? Isn't this issue not important? These are the points we need to talk about now. If we continue to talk about the allegations, then we miss the fact, we miss the reality. This is what escalates violence in Manipur now. This is the point. Unless attacking stops from the plain people, peace will not prevail. We are defending ourselves. The only thing we are doing is defensive. We are not offensive. We never attack. They attack us with sophisticated weapon. When we are attacked in that condition, we are compelled to take up arms. We don't have other choice. All the students, all the people in the periphery, they are bound to protect the land, the village. So we make up a front line, we make a buffer zone. There is a clear demarcation line since the beginning of time from the valley to hill. And one thing is, unless there is precedent rule, the state government has all the rights to do what they want, and nobody can stop them within the state. So we need precedent rule. Because why precedent rule? The state forces, they are attacking their own citizens. They are attacking us every day and every night. Nobody sleeps peacefully now. We are compelled. We are compelled. And we cannot stop. We cannot breathe easy now. So I urge all the people from all around the nation, all around the world, to condemn this act, to condemn the conduct of Manipur government. We should know what is the fact. We should know what is happening. We cannot just stay silent now. We urge all the people to be our voice. We urge all the people to stand up for what is right. If we want peace to prevail in Manipur, we only the tribals cannot stand alone now. We need your support, we need your help. Please continue to pray for us. And unless we all work together on this, I am afraid, it's my fear that this will escalate to even other parts of India. Thank you.